Hey, it's Frost here, and I have a question for you. Would it be kind of cool to be a video game character? Today, let's talk about that actually, and what video games mean to people and myself from my own experiences. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment. I also stream on Twitch, so I'll link that down below in case you want to come out. So first, think of video games. Do you think of the word? Maybe you think of an actual game. You could become these characters. Maybe you're someone from Call of Duty, or Apex, Minecraft, or a racer from Need for Speed, even. You almost become these different people with every kill streak, weapon looted, house built, or drifted corner. You take on this persona, and why do you do this? Maybe you just want some entertainment, maybe just an escape from a long day at work, or just stress that happens with everyday life. Video games can be used in all sorts of different ways, and that also includes learning. You can use video games to help teach math skills, reading skills, or use your senses like memory. So they can offer all kinds of different purposes to any specific kind of person, and that's what makes them so amazing. The fact that there's so many different ways you can connect with any certain game, at least on a personal level, with the characters or the situations that cause us to inject ourselves into what we see on screen. So we've kind of talked about video games being an escape or a stress reliever, but why is this? I think it's because video games capture our imaginations. They create these stories and force us to make decisions. We have to think like we are the character in game, and it helps distract us from what's going on in the real world. I had an interesting family situation growing up, you could say, and I always found myself looking forward to playing Halo. Though I was able to forget about my actual life and become Master Chief, and it was a sense of fresh air that I wanted. A break from reality, if you will, and a lot of other people use video games in the same kind of way. They use them as a break from their real lives, and other media do this just as well, like books and movies. Though we can make friends with these different kind of medias, and that can be taken online as well. It can help with our social interactions and make it easier for people with anxiety or maybe are introvert to get that same social stimuli. So, as video games can be used as escape, you also have to remember to take care of yourself though. The issues that come from everyday struggles can stress us out, but in the end, they help us become the person we will eventually be. Never be ashamed of that either. So, let's get back into gaming. It can be a great hobby. You can throw off any kind of hours that you want to, that you're able to at least, into any game, and you find enjoyment in becoming whatever you're playing. There are a lot of different passions that drive all kinds of different people to play the games that they want to play, and that is what makes video games such a big industry that it is right now is because it offers so much creativity for the player through a digital character inside a virtual world. And I think that offers a lot of opportunities to flesh out a world and character inside any certain story. So when I think of video games, I think of Rainbow Six Siege, I think of Rocket League, Apex, and many of you guys probably think of those games too. Now, when you go to play those, why do you want to play them? Do you enjoy playing them with friends, or do you actually want to be able to, you are better at the game than they are? And I know with me and my friends, when we get kind of competitive with each other, it just makes that situation, that experience, so much better because you're trying to increase your own performance while fueling your friends' performances as well. And maybe that performance doesn't just have to be like kills in a game or like a certain amount of time on any kind of lap on a racing game. It can be who can get the funniest moment or clip, who can be the quickest to do a certain objective, and that allows people to find replayability in games where it can change the outcome of anything they're playing, and I think that's what keeps people coming back to certain games is replayability. And I think that's a very important thing for games to be able to capture and portray well is you can keep coming back and playing these games with your friends and have a good time doing so. And when I think back to when I used to play games with a lot of my friends, I think of like the couch co-op on like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, like the survival or the local games, or like when I used to throw these Halloween parties, I would system link like 3 or 4 Xboxes together and we'd all go and play Halo. It was so much fun. And it's things like that where I feel like video games really shine because they can help bring us together even if we're miles apart. And it's not something I feel like a lot of other technologies and media really grab onto because there's like social media and stuff you can like talk to others, but the way you interact on games is just different. Like if you're going through a dungeon on like an RPG with your friends or whomever you're playing with, could be just totally random strangers, but you have to go through and play that situation with them, and there's bunch of different aspects you have time. Maybe it's a part of the story where you aren't in control, but still being able to feel like you're in control of something, I feel like appeals to a lot of people. And I think that is what a lot of people go to certain games for, like Minecraft. You can control what's going on. You can build your own house. You can build your like weapons and tools and stuff, or craft, not build. But I think that kind of thing allows people to find a sense of control when they might not have it in other parts of their life. But I'm going to end it here, and thank you for everybody coming out. So, again, I stream on Twitch. I'll put that in the description below. We also have a Discord that is growing. We are about 30 members right now, I believe. I'll link that down there in case you want to join, and I will hopefully see you guys there. See you guys in the next video.